All right, so Cooper Kupp is headed back to Washington. He's signing with the Seattle Seahawks. He went to college at Eastern Washington, and he's from, I believe it's pronounced Yakima. Maybe, don't quote me on that. Yakima, Washington. So it makes sense. Hometown team is going to it now. He's going to be the wide receiver 2 behind JSN, who had a career year last season, and in my opinion was the best receiver on that team with himself. DK Metcalf was now a Steeler. Tyler Lockett was not released. I haven't really heard too much about Tyler Lockett. Anybody know where he's going to go? I don't know. I haven't heard literally a peep since literally the day he got released, but that's a different discussion for a different day. So, Cooper Kupp, 3 years, $45 million, now paired with Sam Darnold, 27-year-old quarterback who just signed a lofty deal, who had a career year last season. Obviously, he had potential since USC. Saw ghosts facing my Patriots with the Jets on Monday Night Football, I believe that was. And he was phenomenal up until the last 2 games, which, bad for them, were the 2 most important games of the Viking season. It was a straight-up phenomenal season. Filling the game for J.J. McCarthy. And now it's the Seahawks. They traded away Geno Smith, traded away DK Metcalf. It's a new era in Seattle. Just got Matt McDonald last season from the Ravens, former DC. And now they signed Cooper Kupp through a 3-year deal for $45 million, an average annual value of $15 million. I don't know if anybody knows what the direction the Seahawks right now really is. They traded away Geno Smith, traded away DK Metcalf. You still have a good team, though, with Kenneth Walker, running back, Noah Fant, a solid tight end. JSN now, obviously, not DK Metcalf, Cooper Kupp. It's very, very interesting to say the least, but overall, $15 million, 32-year-old, wide receiver 2, a souped-up Adam Thielen is a security blanket guy that, sure you can trust on third down. He's not going to be that deep threat that a lot of players nowadays are, but he's Mr. Consistent. He's injury prone, but he's Mr. Consistent. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Now, as a Patriots fan, this is absolutely what we have right now. Obviously, the worst wide receiver room in the entire NFL. We have one guy you can trust, a wide receiver that's competent. That's a wide receiver 3 in Pop Douglas, a.k.a. DeMario Douglas. I'll read off a couple of names. It is brutal. Kayshon Boutte had a career last season, but he right now, let's be honest, wide receiver 4 on the roster. Mac Hollins, who doesn't like to wear shoes, wide receiver 4 at best. Kendrick Bourne came off a torn ACL, was not himself last season, made a lot of mistakes, like learning how to, where to line up. So then he's supposed to be the veteran of the team, so not ideal. Jalen Polk had an awful rookie season. Javon Baker barely got on the field. He had 1 reception all season. That's really, our wide receivers right now. Obviously, you can draft some guys, but, man, it is brutal. You had a chance. $15 million. You could have overpaid. My max for Cooper Kupp would have been 2 years, 40. They gave a 32-year-old injury-prone player 3 years. We're desperate. My max, I said, was 240 for Kupp. At this point, we're desperate. 260. Not 260. 360 for Kupp. With incentives, obviously, to 60. Now, you're not just going to give him 60 right off the bat. Incentives up, but I guess he's going to somewhere that he's familiar. And Drake May still doesn't have a wide receiver above a wide receiver 3. So, Seahawks fans, Patriots fans. Sigh, 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 sigh.